Hello, my beautiful souls out there. This is your girl Destiny, my people. I am back with another video, and this video message I'm going to talk to you about today is about a poem from Maya Angelou. I know why the cage bird sings, and first I'm going to welcome you to my YouTube channel, DestinyForever Walks, and welcome to all my subscribers and my viewers out there. And if this is the first time you come into Destiny Forever Walks, then you do have a red carpet treatment. And I want you to come on in, sit with me and my friends and subscribers, and watch this video with me. And when you finish this video, you are welcome to just tour my whole entire YouTube channel and watch my other videos as well. Namaste to all you beautiful souls. And how are you out there today? Today I want to talk about freedom. Freedom is something that we have longed for our entire life. Way back when our ancestors were in slavery, they longed for that day when they could be free. And today we live in a society, it's still like slavery. We have that slave mentality. We've been tied to a lot of things that has captured us from becoming our best and better self, of growing to be the things that we have been predestined to be. Yesterday, I was on my job. This is what inspired me to read this poem. And like we go to jobs, we go to different events, we go to different things. We live every day doing different things, and some of the things that we do is very frustrating because there's no passion in it. There's no desire in it. It's something that we really truly don't want to be doing. But we feel like we are caged in, we are blocked in to those things, and we don't know how to find ourselves out of them and get ourselves into that place of freedom where we can feel our energy flowing, where we can feel connected to ourselves and to the divine creator. We feel like the caged bird that sits behind that cage every day singing. And I was on the job and I just felt like, oh, I just want to get off this job. I'm just ready to leave. I just felt so anxious yesterday. And all of a sudden that dropped in my spirit. I know why the cage bird sings. The cage bird wanted freedom. And yesterday when I was just like, so much was going on the job, and so much was happening at one time, it was just became so frustrating, aggravating, it was just like burning me totally out. I do it with my hands, and all of a sudden I know why the cage bird sings. Maya Angelou's poem dropped in my spirit, and I thought, okay, I got this. So let me read this poem to you beautiful souls out there. And this is a poem by Maya Angelou. I know why the cage bird sings. Now, the cage bird, I'm going to be reading today. The Cage Bird was published in Maya Angelou's 1983 poetry collection, Shaker. Why don't you sing? And with this poem, I'm going to read it and I'm going to share it with you out there. But I give all credit and all rights to that powerful, wonderful, amazing author, Maya Angelou, for this poem. I'm just going to read her words right off the thread here, okay? So I'm going to look down because I want to read it, and I hope I do justice to it as Maya Angelou. She read this poem for many, many times and for many years to her audience. Okay, here's what Maya has to say in her poem. I know why the cage bird sings. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wing in the orange sun rays, and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The cage bird sings with a fearful trill, of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill. But the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds of soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright morning, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare stream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied. So he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still. And his tune is heard on the distant hill, but the caged bird sings for freedom. That's unquote, that's Maya Angelou's poem there. And my people, I thought that was such amazing because it demonstrates in this poem when you are locked up and you're tied up behind bars or in a cage that you cannot express who you are. You cannot get beyond that captivity and get out there and show yourself exactly what the Creator wanted you to be, free and open and going with the flow of the universe and just doing the things that you are doing. You can't do that. You have boundaries, you have limits when you're caged in. Now, people, the poem describes the opposing experiences between two birds. One bird is able to live out in nature, be free, do whatever he wants to do, or whatever that pleases him. Then while there's the other bird which is caged in, it's different. It's locked behind bars. His privileges are taken away. His rights are denied. He cannot express himself to spread his wings to soar to the places that the universe is calling him. And he suffers in his captivity. Due to its profound suffering, though, the caged bird sings. It's just like the slavery back in the days when they were out in the fields and the masters was on their horses or whatever, and they were watching them and monitoring them, and they were chained and hooked. They were locked in. They were in bondage. They were in captivity. All they could do was sing, freedom, freedom, freedom over me. I mean, they sung songs all the time because that's all that they could do to express what they were longing for. So my people, listen. Due to its profound suffering, the caged bird sings both to cope with its circumstances and to express its longing for freedom. And that's the way the slavery did back then in those years when they were in slavery. And today, my people, it's a whole new era, a whole new age, but we still find ourselves in a slave mentality society. We can't do this, we can't do that, we are limited. And then we allow the things. We allow ourselves to be caged. We allow ourselves to be boxed in. We allow ourselves to live in those boundaries where people set for us. Are you a caged bird, my people? Or are you a free bird? Ask a question. Think on, are you caged? Are you free? Are you free to express yourself? Or you are caged and only can say and do or think as people have programmed you to? People, it's time to break loose. It's time to fly and get beyond that cage mentality, that slave mentality. But due to its profound suffering, the caged bird, it sings, and it sings, and it sings because it's longing to experience freedom. It's longing to spread its wings and fly and be out into nature and go places that it's never been. Both to its circumstances and my people, and to express himself. This continues to go on day in, day out, all the time, as long as that bird is trapped, it's entrapped in that cage. The singing means freedom, 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 please release me. But using this extended metaphor of these two birds, the cage bird that's locked behind this cage, or the free bird that's out into nature doing whatever it wants, whenever it wants, flying with the wind, going with the flow. I mean, just living life to the fullest. Those two birds we need to look at and evaluate and say, which one am I? Which these birds am I? Am I a cage bird? Which I'm not speaking out my opinions, which I'm not voicing out the things that I believe in. I'm not being the person that I want to be. I'm not living out my best dreams or living my best life. Am I that cage bird? Or am I that free bird where I am expressive, where I am living life to the fullness, where I'm being my authentic self? As I am living the way that the Creator has predestined my life to be, I am being me and free. Are you free, people? Or are you caged? Listen, Angelou's, what she did, in this poem, she paints a critical portrait of oppression in which she illuminates the privilege and the entitlement of the unoppressed. And she conveys the simultaneously experience of suffering and emotional resilience. In particular, though, the poems that she wrote here, in this poem, she extended a metaphor which can be seen as portraying the experience of being a slave, locked into captivity and deprived of her freedom to live the pursuit of happiness, to live out the life that the Creator has predestined for you to live, to live out your dreams of becoming whatever that you choose to live and becoming, as you have that right to have your own freedom. The caged bird cannot pursue their happiness. The caged bird cannot pursue their dreams, their goals. The caged bird cannot arrive to that place of victory to overcome as long as they lock behind the cage. But the free bird has been given the opportunity to live life at its fullest and become its best at ever whatever that they choose to be. They can pursue the right to freedom and to live the pursuit of happiness. Listen, people, which bird are you? I'm asking that question because I want you to think on that. Because yesterday I felt like that caged bird when I was on the job. Everything was coming at me just from left to right, from front to back. It was just, everything was coming down at me on one time. I was tired. It was a Friday. I had worked a whole long week. I had a lot of things on my agenda. I had to deal with a whole lot of things during the whole week. And coming down on the fifth day, I was burned out. I was tired. I was like just at that place where I can't take this right now. I can't take this anymore. And I was tired. And I just threw up my hands in the middle of my job, and I was like, wow. And as soon as I threw my hand up, I don't know what I was getting ready to do, complain, whine, or whatever, but the Creator stopped me. The universe stopped me and said, I know why the caged bird sings. And Destiny, you need to listen to this. You long for freedom, only you can make yourself free. Whether you're in a box or whatever, you got to be free within your mind. So, we long to live the pursuit of happiness, my people. And let me tell you this. Happiness is the openness within your heart that allows you to feel a sense of oneness. It allows you to feel that sense of freedom, that sense of gratitude, and that sense of joy where you can experience happiness that comes with the unconditional love that only Creator God of the universe can give. The pursuit of happiness is the attempt, my people, to attain as well as to maintain the state of open-heartedness. The right to pursue happiness is the right to open your heart as you choose. You have the right to open your heart. You're not confined. You should not be confined or defined. confined or whether defined. You should not be either by what people think and say that you are and what you should be. You have the right to choose. You have to open your heart up to choose. The right to pursue happiness is the right to love as you choose. The right to love your freedom and the right to love yourself and the right to love your life. You have that choice to choose. What life do you want to live? What bird do you want to be? Do you want to be that caged bird that has no freedom, no pursuit of happiness? Or you want to be that bird that is free, that can spread its wings and go all across this whole entire universe, living life at its fullest and being its best self, choosing to live happy. My people, the caged bird does not have that freedom. That caged bird does not have that peace. That caged bird does not have the liberty to be what it was created to be, free. And the only thing that the caged bird knows how to do to express the agony, to express his frustrations, to express himself feeling like being held into captivity, which it is to sing. And just to sing. And that's like I said, those, you go back and look at old slavery movies, those old slaves got in those fields and they would just sing. They would sing. They were caged in. They were in bondage. They were deprived of their freedom. They were in captivity. But they sung. Nobody would want to be caged in like that. I don't think so. Get free. Break loose today. You open that cage or you demand someone to open that cage and allow yourself to spread your wings so you can fly beyond the universe and live to be your happy self. The cage bird is longing for that. So answer the question, which bird are you? The free bird or the cage bird? As Maya Angelou said, I know why the cage bird sings. Now we all know why the cage bird is singing. They want freedom, the pursuit of happiness, love, peace, and joy. I'm out of here, my lovely people. Destiny, your girl, will see you at the next video. I will see you at the next video. I will see you at the next video. Destiny is here. She's going away to get more information to bring your way. I will see you at the next video. I will see you at the next video. Destiny is here. She's going away to get more information to bring your way. I will see you at the next video. I will see you at the next video. I will see you at the next video. Namaste, lovely people.